Hey guys, how you doing? In today's video I'm going to be showing you 5 modifications I've done on my Milwaukee Packout. Now this is the third part in the series, so it might be worth you checking out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't already done so. Now some of the mods I've got installed for you today are these adjustable fixing points, which allow you to store all kinds of tools on the side of your Milwaukee Packout, and all you need is a bolt or a thumb screw to attach these with. We also have a tool hanger here, which makes it real easy to attach your power tools off the side of the toolbox, just like so. So another modification that I've done that you can't see is I've actually put a tracker inside my Packout, so if the worst should happen and my tools get stolen, I've got a decent chance of being able to retrieve my tools. Now, there's a few good locations you can put these trackers on the Packout, so I'll show you that in the video. And I've got a whole bunch of other mods and tips for you in this video. Now what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description for any products I use, so hopefully that might be useful to you, and let's just get straight into it, shall we?
Modification 1. So the first thing you want to do is get a 2x4 piece of timber and strike a line right down the centre of it. Then get your miter saw and set it to 45 degrees and make the cut. Then I make a mark at the 2-inch point and strike a 45-degree line. Then we have 2 screws, one on the bottom and one on the top. So just loosen them off. There's one and there's the other. Then you can simply slide out the aluminium bar and stencil around the aluminium bar. Now I make 2 more 45-degree lines just as a guide for the jigsaw later on. And that's what it should look like. And you want either a 15mm spade bit or a 15mm Forstner bit. And we're going to make 2 holes, one here and one right there. So I place my 15mm Forstner bit in the drill chuck and then proceed to drill my holes. There's one. And there's the other. Next we're going to get our jigsaw and we're just going to cut down the lines we drew earlier on. And once you've done one side, flip it over and give it a quick cut on the other side as well. I then go ahead and get my chisel and I just clean it up a little bit. Now I do make a mistake here and go a bit too heavy with the chisel, and there's a bit that's just come off at the bottom there, so I took a chunk out where I didn't need to. Then get your aluminium bar and it should slide right through like so. Now I'm going to mark a piece of wood right down the centre of where the aluminium bar is, and then strike a line with a pencil. I then drill a hole on the centre of that line, just like that. Then I get my selection box of wood inserts and I pick out the M5 wood insert. Then I get the correct size hex bit to drive in the wood inserts. Now I get my box of grob screws and I pick out the M5 grob screw. I believe it's the M5 by 8mm. Then I get my Allen key, it's a 2.5mm Allen key, and take that out. And then simply use it to tighten down the grob screw. This allows the aluminium bar to be locked in place, which is going to be useful, which I'll show you later on. Then finally make one more 45-degree cut along the line we made earlier on. And that's how you make these adjustable wooden blocks. So now you can simply slide the aluminium bar through the wooden block. And then just nip up the aluminium bar with your screwdriver. You then simply need to just drill 2 more holes for the wood insert nuts to go into, one here and one here. And then this is going to allow you to attach your boards and accessories to the side of the Milwaukee Packout. And now I'm going to rip down a few MDF boards on my table saw and show you a few examples of what you can attach to the side of your Packout. So now you can either attach these boards with a bolt or a thumb screw, which makes it real easy to attach these boards to the side of the Milwaukee Packout. So I've put a French cleat on the back of this tool holder, which is simply a 45-degree cut in the wood on both pieces of wood, and this allows it just to lock in and gives you a really strong fixing. So I've just simply driven some screws into the MDF board at an angle, and I'm just hanging my spanners off them, but you could hang various tools off these screws. And I can then hang my impact wrenches and impact driver on my tool holder that I've made out of scrap pieces of MDF. And with this French cleat system, there's so many different ideas you can come up with. Here's a screwdriver holder, here's a Milwaukee polisher, and there's many more ideas you can do. So here's another board I've made up, so I just simply screw the bolts in. And on this one we've got an angle grinder holder, a few bits of conduit to hold a few tools, and a French cleat running along the top. And so on this one I've made a jigsaw holder for our French cleat system, and this just shows how versatile this system is, where you can hang anything off the side of your Packout. And here's another example right here. So this time I'm using the thumb screws to attach a pegboard. So now we can attach a whole range of different tools onto the side of the Packout. And so I've just attached a few tools onto this pegboard just as an example. Modification 2. So I have a piece of stainless steel flat bar here that I've drilled 2 holes into. So again, all we need to do is mount them into the fixing points. So simply screw in the 2 bolts. And as you can see here, it's fully adjustable. So once you're happy with its position, you can just simply lock it in place with the Allen key. One on that side. And the other right there. And as you can see, that's locked in place nicely, and this is going to make it real easy for me to hang my tools off the side of the Packout. So there's my impact driver, and there's the combi drill. So now I can hang any of my power tools off the side of the Packout, There's my multi-tool, and here's my SDS drill. Easy as that. Modification 3. So this modification is going to allow me to track down my tools should the worst happen and they get lost or stolen. Now, your tools typically tend to be quite an expensive investment, so it can be a good idea to take security measures to try and protect your tools as best you can. And one of the ways in which I've decided to do this is by buying a tracker, and the tracker I've gone for is the Apple AirTag, and that's coupled up with my iPhone. Reason being, I already have an iPhone, so it just made sense to me to get an AirTag. Now, I know there's many other trackers on the market for different phones, so if you don't have an iPhone, don't worry, I'm sure you'll find one that's going to be applicable to you. So how exactly do these Apple AirTags work? So let's say you attach your Apple AirTag to your tools or your Milwaukee toolbox and somebody takes off with your tools. This AirTag is constantly emitting a Bluetooth signal out. So all that has to happen is another iPhone, and let's face it, there's millions of iPhones out there, needs to come within a certain range of your AirTag, and that iPhone will then send the location up to the iCloud, which you can then access through your iPhone, through the Find My application on your phone. And what this will do is it will clearly display where the last known location of your tools have been. Now, another cool thing these Apple AirTags have is something called precision mode. Now, you can only use precision mode on iPhones 11 or newer that have the new U1 chips inside of them, so that's worth bearing in mind. So basically, when your iPhone comes within a certain range of your Apple AirTag, it will start guiding you with arrows to the exact location of the AirTag. It also sets the distance as well, so you can see just how far away you are from the AirTag. So it just makes it super easy to find whatever it is that's attached to your AirTag. So the other thing I like about these AirTags is the battery life. Typically they last up to a year, so you hardly ever have to change the battery out. And when you do change the battery out, it's super easy. You just twist the top off, replace the battery and pop it back on. It's like a 10-second job. And the other cool thing about these is they're really compact, so you can put them in really nice discreet places, and if someone does steal your tools, the thief is not necessarily going to know that the AirTag is on your tools and they're being tracked. So there's a lot of advantages to having these. So what I'll do now is I'll just show you just how easy these Apple AirTags are to set up, and then I'll show you a nice little discreet place you can put these on your Milwaukee Packout that will go unnoticed. First things first, take the AirTag out of the cardboard box. Then you want to remove the plastic tab to engage the battery. Then bring the AirTag into close proximity of the phone and click connect. I simply scroll down to custom name and click continue, and then I name it Milwaukee Packout. Click continue, and then you can choose an emoji. I just go for a little toolbox emoji, and again click continue, read the terms and conditions, agree, and then just wait a few seconds for it to set up like that. So a good place you can put these AirTags is on the bottom of the large Milwaukee Packout box, and you can put them either on this side or on that side. Then I get a wipe and clean the area out. I have some 3M double-sided adhesive pads that I'm going to use to stick the AirTag on with. So just stick one side on and press down firmly. Then remove the paper from the other side and place the AirTag into position and press down firmly. So that's one place you can put these AirTags. Another neat little place you can put these AirTags is on the medium-sized Milwaukee Packout box. Now there's tabs running all the way around the inside of the lid. So if you pry it out with a screwdriver, you can then access the inside and put an AirTag in there. and just press the lid back in firmly when you're done. So I will just demonstrate how easy it is to find your AirTag using the precision feature on your iPhone. So it guides you with the arrows and it shows you the distance you are from your AirTag, which makes it incredibly easy to locate where your AirTag is. Modification 4. So in this mod I'm going to show you how to convert over your Milwaukee batteries onto the Makita 18 volt platform, and we're going to do this using what's called a battery adapter. Now the nice thing about this particular battery adapter is you can use Dewalt batteries as well as Milwaukee batteries. You get a whole range of different adapters for different tool brands, so I'm sure there'll be one suitable for you. So the way in which this works is you just slide out the battery, pop on the battery adapter like so, and then you can simply get your Milwaukee battery and it locks right in. And I'll also demonstrate this on the Dewalt battery. Again, get the battery, slide it in, and away you go. Now another neat little feature these battery adapters have is a USB port on the top. So let's say you're out and about and you've got a flat phone battery, you can simply just get your USB, pop it in, get the battery, clip it in like so, and now you have a charge on your phone. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description to these battery adapters in case you're interested. So there's another neat little tip for you. Modification 5. This next mod is simply an accessory I bought off a company called Etsy, and this is designed to allow me to hang a spirit level off the side of my toolbox. So this has been made by an independent seller, and basically they just 3D laser print this whole thing. And it's also worth noting you can make these out of wood as well, and you'd simply just hollow out the middle section there. So it's pretty simple to install. Just put the aluminium bar through the accessory, nip it up with a screwdriver. I've also got one on the bottom there just to hold it in place, and there you go, just pop your spirit level straight through like so. Bonus modification. Now another easy mod you can do is get some hooks and use it as an extension cord mount. So basically you just put them in your fixing points with your bolts at 90 degrees on both sides like so, and then you've got a real easy way of storing any extension leads you may have.
Alright guys, well that's about it for this one. Hopefully some of these modifications have been useful to you today. If so, please consider watching another video or subscribing to the channel. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. So, see you in the next one.